Shoulder, right shoulder, off.
Judge Patrick Dugan. I'm on the board of the Korean Memorial here. I'm going to ask the 82nd Airborne Association Honor Guard to post the colors.
Today, all across this great nation, we pause to pay tribute to the sacrifices made by our veterans and their families. Without their bravery and selflessness, we wouldn't be able to live in a nation that is a beacon of freedom for all. I can think of few responsibilities more important than our duty to honor the brave men and women who wore our nation's uniform and to be there for them when they return home. This Veterans Day, while many things may feel different, one thing is still certain. We as Americans owe a debt of gratitude to each and every one of the dedicated men and women who served in our nation's military, as well as those heroes currently serving. To all of you, we say thank you. Thank you for protecting our nation, and thank you for defending the dearly won gift of liberty. We salute you, and may God bless you.
All three of my older brothers served in the military.
How old were you when you signed up for the Air Force?
I would have been turning 19 in another 3 or 4 months.
Okay, so I would have been...
Late 18.
So I would have been 2.
I was 21.
You were 21.
21, 22 maybe?
21, 22.
22 or 3.
When you signed up, they sent you down to San Antonio for basic training, is that
Yeah,
right?
it took 2 days on the train from Oklahoma City. And I ended up going straight from basic training over to the other part of the base to cadets.
Every day, my mother would wait for the mail by the front door, and the question was always, is there something in here from one of the boys? And when there was a letter, the day was extra sunny. My mother would read it, she would reread it, and when my daddy got home, the letter was in her hand. And on days when there wasn't a letter, she'd say, well, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. She cherished those letters. We ask a lot of our service members, real sacrifice, but it's also real sacrifice from their families. This Veterans Day, I think of my 3 older brothers. I think of my mom and dad, and I think of all the families around this country who have given so much to have someone in service. And I think of the commitment we make to our veterans: good health care, a place to live, an opportunity for a good education. That's how a grateful nation says to our veterans, thank you. And to everyone, veterans, family, friends, happy Veterans Day.
Hey y'all, welcome to another Two with Tim. Today we celebrate Veterans Day, a day that's so important to our country because we understand the meaning of peace and tranquility, because people went into the middle of fires, into wars, into storms to keep our nation safe, to keep our people safe. Thank you to every single person who donned the uniform, put their lives on the line, oftentimes in foreign lands, to make sure that the United States of America lives free and is prosperous. Thank you all for all the hard work, the dedication that you have shown us, the medal that you have. We are so proud to live in a country where men and women like you helped us create the greatest system of governance, self-governance, the world has ever known. Freedom isn't free. We've heard that 1,000 times if you've heard it once. The truth of the matter is that no one knows the truth of that statement more than our veterans. God bless you, and may you have an amazing day. Enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Senator Rick Scott. As a Navy veteran and the son of a World War II veteran, I know firsthand the sacrifices made by our military members and their families. Our men and women in uniform risk their lives every day to protect our freedoms and way of life. Their service should never be taken for granted. This Veterans Day, let us all take a moment to appreciate our great nation and the brave individuals who have dedicated their lives to protect it. Thank you to all who have served, and God bless America.
Today is a day where our nation recognizes the service and sacrifice of our servicemen and women and our families. To my fellow veterans, I love you, and I am so proud and grateful to stand in your ranks across generations, to stand amongst those who live by these warrior ethos in service to our country. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit, and I will never leave a fallen comrade. Sadly, there are too many of our fellow veterans who are being left behind, too many who are suffering the consequences of toxic burn pits, who seeking care are turned away because lack of proof that their cancer, their illness is service-connected. There are too many who are struggling without roofs over their heads or food to eat, and too many who survive combat only to come home and lose that internal battle and take their own lives. Now, too often, expressions of gratitude to our veterans is only expressed on Veterans Day, when every day should be Veterans Day, with gratitude expressed through action. Every day should be a day where politicians understand that war should always be a last resort. Every day should be a day where they never forget that it is the service members and our families who pay the price for war. So as another Veterans Day goes by, here is my message to all of our elected leaders. The best way to honor our veterans is to stop waging unnecessary wars. The best way to serve our veterans is to work for peace. The best way to care for our war veterans is to stop creating more. And the best way to honor those we've lost is to care for those who have come home.
I want to extend a sincere thank you to each of our veterans and their families who went above and beyond to serve our country. We owe each of our 327,000 veterans who live in Minnesota a debt of gratitude we can never fully repay. Today and every day, I'm committed to ensuring we uphold the promise we made to our service members. That starts with not turning our backs on veterans who sleep on the street, go hungry, or go without health care. In Congress, I will continue to fight to strengthen the VA, ensure our service members do not have to fight in needless wars, and are taken care of when they return home. On behalf of all Minnesotans, I want to thank you again for your service to our country.
Hi everyone, this is Congressman Matt Gaetz, and I wanted to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. In Northwest Florida, we have one of the highest concentrations of active duty military and veterans in the country. And we see every day that it's veterans who coach our ball teams, who help out as parents in our schools, and who enrich our communities with an elite level of patriotism. Our veterans are the greatest resource that we have in Northwest Florida. We appreciate their patriotic service to our nation, and I would just ask all of our constituents, take today, reach out to a veteran, thank them, and let them know how proud we are that they are our fellow Americans.